Good morning. Paul McMahon here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, January 27th, 2026. And here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to allow you to trade profitably or trade currency profitably. And we do that in a couple different ways. One is we will just give you the trades. We've got a program called Trade Pattern Alert where we'll send you between 1 and 4 trades per day that you just need to copy, and at the end of the month, you'll end up with more money than you had at the beginning of the month. Last year, we had a 85% return on that. If you want to get deeper into trading and take more than those 1 to 4 trades a day, we will teach you using the indicators I'm going to show you in just a bit here. We've got a number of different strategies. This strategy I'm using this morning is customized to my trade preferences. We will create a trade plan for you. So with that, let us get going and see what we've got this morning. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll be on our way.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We offer a number of live trades. We think that seeing how the magic is done is builds trust and allows you to kind of understand what we're doing. I do 3 live trades a week, one Monday afternoon, given that I'm around, one Monday afternoon, Tuesday and Thursday morning at this time. Yesterday's trade, we took a trade on the Aussie NZD, and that closed profitably for 10 pips. Every morning at 9:30, Trade Pattern Alert people come online and show you how they determine, they use a different trade strategy, how they determine how they find their trades. If a trade doesn't show up in that 30 minutes, they send it out once it does. Every morning around 10:30 when I'm around, I do a live, it's not like this session where I'm going to explain what I'm doing. I take a look at the charts. If I see a trade, I tell you what it is. And then again, every day around 4:15, I do the overnight trade setup. That's a trade that we expect to close during the evening. Both yesterday morning at 10:30 and 4:15, we didn't see a good trade setup, so we didn't take one. When you become a member and have access to the indicators, we do live trades at 10 and again at 6. And then we are big believers in constant coaching. Anybody good at something has a coach, even if they're really good. And that's how you continue to improve. And we continue working on the fundamentals. All sports players, no matter what level they go to, the fundamentals are always part of each practice session. You continue to work on the fundamentals. So with that, the trade I'm going to do this morning is something called, well, I get a little checklist to make sure we don't forget anything. If you have questions, and that's one of the reasons you work with someone like us is that we're able to answer questions in timely manner and keep you going forward and profitable. I don't take questions during the session because my focus is on just finding the trade to give out. But I'm happy to answer questions. Just get on my calendar, Forex Smart Trade Front Schedule. To sign up for the alerts, go to alerts.forexsmarttrade.com. They're $99 a month, and you will, as I said, be better off at the end of the month than you were at the beginning of the month. If for some reason you're not happy, just tell us and we'll give you your money back. I do office hours on Wednesday, back to my college professor days, where I'm hanging out. If you want to come ask me something, you can find me Wednesdays at 3:30. Link is in the Zoom email, or link is by Zoom, and it's in the email I send out. If you are learning to trade, refresh your green charts every morning, picks up any updates, and keeps the memory fresh. Part of your daily ritual is going back and looking at the game film. When you make trades that didn't go the way you thought, it's good to try to figure out why. And those incremental improvements will help you be a better trader. Our indicators have got a simulator built into it, so you can go back to the specific point and look and see what you were looking at that time. And more often than not, you will find some information that'll make you a better trader. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. Some people are fundamental traders. They're trading based on news. We're not doing that. But we want to know what the news is so that we can trade around it. And I like to find that news on forexfactory.com. Forex Factory breaks news down into 3 components. Yellow, which is low impact, we ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact, I ignore those. And red, which is high impact, these guys I want to trade around. And usually I don't want to take a trade within a 2-hour window of one of these red items. So we've got kind of clear sailing this morning. Any trade we take now will be closed well before 7:30 tonight. So with that, let us take a look at what we've got. The strategy I am going to use this morning is something called the 10-point strategy. I like to trade off of a 1-hour chart. Trades usually close within 1 to 3 hours off of a 1-hour chart. Trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And generally, I want to get at least 11 pips if I'm going to go to the trouble of making the trade. So the strategy itself is there are 3 parts to the chart. This middle section is what we call the majors and minors. This top section is TNTs, and this bottom section is the pressure. I am looking for situations where we are oversold, where the lines are below and going up, and you can see the big green candle, or above and going down, and I want to ride it through the channel. So with that, let's see what we've got this morning. We're trading off of the light 6 major chart, which is one of our standard charts. It's a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. These are all US based. So I start with the middle section, the majors and minors. And the strategy here is each section is measuring something different. When all the lines from the various sections, or a majority of the lines from the various sections, are all going one way, I've got a high probability trade that the move is going to go in that direction, and I want to carve off a piece of the move. So here we're overbought, and we have disagreement. Majors are going up, minors have started to turn. I want all the lines, if we're up here, all the lines coming down, so I don't have that. If I don't have what I want here, I don't need to look at the rest of it. Euro USD overbought. Everybody's kind of sideways. Pound USD overbought. Everybody's kind of sideways. Dollar Canadian dollar oversold. Majors going down, minors going up. I don't have agreement. Dollar Swiss franc kind of sideways, and dollar yen majors coming down, minors sideways. So nothing here. So we're going to I've cloned the chart, and I've got 6 more pairs. These are non-USD pairs. So let's see what we've got. Euro pound. All right, the 4 criteria that I look for. 1, that we started out oversold, which we did about 4 hours ago. 2, that all the lines are going up, which they are. 3, that the green and the gray line are on top of the red and the black line, which they are. I call it the double cross. And 4, the steepness of the green line. And I want it to be better than 45 degrees. I will consider a trade so long as the green line is less than halfway, which it is. But you can see the green line is kind of doing this. So it's going up above 45 and then below 45. That's of concern. But say it was above 45. When I jump up to my TNTs, I want these 2 orange lines going up, and they're going down. That's telling me sell. The green lines are inversed, so when the blue lines are inversed, so when blue comes down, that means buy. So only one of these are telling me buy. I want at least 3 of these telling me buy. So we're going to pass. Australian dollar, yen. Given the both of these markets are in the middle of the night, and I'm trading on a 1-hour chart. Because of that, I wouldn't take the trade, but we're sideways here anyways. Euro Canadian dollar. All right, we started out oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross. We've got better than 45 degrees on the green line, and the green line is just about halfway. Only thing I don't like here is that we've gone from more steep on this section of the line to less steep. I want that to be reversed. So that scares me off a little bit. When I go up to my TNTs, only one of the orange lines are telling me buy, and only one of the blue lines are telling me buy. The thick blue is telling me buy. I want to have at least 3 of the 4. So I don't have enough here. So we're going to pass. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, everybody's going down. We're past the halfway line. Pound yen, we've got disagreement. Majors are kind of coming down. Minors are kind of going up. Euro, Australian dollar, majors are sideways. Minors going up. So nothing really here that I like. So let's go to the next pair. Canadian dollar, yen. These are going down. Black's not on top here. This is sideways. So we're going to pass. Euro New Zealand more than halfway. Pound New Zealand more than halfway. New Zealand yen kind of sideways. Gold. All right, we started out overbought. Everybody's going down. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line. Green line is just at the halfway point. Only thing I don't like is that the green line went from more steep to less steep. 2 orange lines going down. 2 blue lines going up. When blue goes up, that means sell. So all 4 are telling me sell. And I've got up pressure, weak up pressure. What makes it weak is the slope of the line, and that that there's a gap in the lines. the closer the lines are together, and the steeper the lines, the stronger the signal. But the red line is on top. So the red line being on top gives me a point. So 1 point, 4 points, 4 points, so 9 points. When I have this set up, I have a second confirmation that I do. And that second confirmation is to look at the 2 hour and the 4 hour. So this chart, instead of having multiple pairs, it has just one pair, but multiple times. So 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour. And what I am looking for on the 2 hour and the 4 hour is I want us to be overbought. We don't have to be going down like we are here. I just want us to be overbought, because when we're overbought, there's less of a chance of us being stopped out. So I have my confirmation good. Now the question is, on some of the trades we take, the take profit is predetermined. On other trades, we have to figure it out. This is a trade we have to figure it out. So let's see what it is. Oops. So I'm going to just open up a clean chart. It just shows me the candles. And we're going to put it on here. And I am going to drop some support and resistance on. And support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And I like to crunch up the lines, but you can see gold hasn't traded in the last 3 months. Gold, this is kind of a high for gold. So we can kind of crunch this down. And you can see how it stopped here, stopped here, stopped here, stopped here. So we don't have many data points. But what I want to do is I'm going to trade within these channels. Because if I took a buy and the buy was up here, you can kind of see it keeps bouncing. I want to get in and get out within 3 hours. So let's see how much distance we have from where we're at to this line. So that's they measure gold differently. So it's 25. I don't measure it by pips. And 20. 25 and 20. Now, we took a trade on gold last week, and it was against the trend. So the trend, we've got an uptrend. When you're trading against the trend, you need to be a little more conservative in the take profit, and we ended up getting stopped out. And it's moving while we're talking here. Nine. Let's take one more look at the signal. Oh, while we've been talking, it's gone all the way through the channel. You know what? I still like this for 9. So we're going to go ahead and let's take a trade. You can do it in your simulator, or if you're trading, let's go to gold. Now, gold, this is a demo account, so I'm going to do a market sell. And I'm going to right click, go to modify, and right now, let's just put this here. On gold, it's the numbers are different. So let's just see how this pops it up. Perfect. So I want to, before I give you these coordinates, I just want to go back and look at I want to hit this green candle. And we are. So I'm going to just move this up just a fraction. And I'm going to move this up just a fraction because I don't want to get stopped out. All right, so we took a sell for 90, a sell on XAU USD for 90 points with a take profit of 5.0. Oh, closed while we were watching. Closed while we were watching. So we still got a few minutes left. Let's see if we've got anything else. Let's see if we got anything else. Oops. All right, so we just got this euro Swiss franc oversold. Got one more group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar going up. Sideways, 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 oversold going down. So we've just looked at 24 pairs and didn't find anything. Oh, well, we found one thing. We found the gold trade, and we were able to execute it while we were online. I'm going to look at, I've got one other trade strategy that I don't actively trade this trade strategy anymore. I just do it when we do the live trades. It's a quick little scalp trade, and you can take it. You can take it when there's 5 minutes on the 1 hour chart. You can take it when there's 5 minutes remaining. It's called the thick orange line trade, and the thick orange line is a scaled line. When it's as low as it can go, this number's at 0. When it's as high as it can go, this number's at 10. So when it's at 0, it doesn't think there's any more down in the movement. If there's no more down in the movement, it's a good time to buy because it means it's going to be going back up. So here we are at, it doesn't have to be exactly 0. It can be within 1 point of 0. So we are at 0. We are within 1 point of 0. And there's a 2-part test to see if this trade is good. So part 1 is this is within 1 of 0, which it is. And part 2 is what's the position of the red line on the major indicator? Is it past the horizontal red line? And it is. So this is worth 5 pips. So a buy on the CAD CHF for 5 pips. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and take that. Let me take a look. CAD, CHF. I don't have that open, I don't think. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, CAD, CHF right here. I'm going to make it a 1 hour chart, so we're looking at the same thing. I am going to go to New Order, and we got less than 5 minutes left, 433. So I'm going to do market execution. My lot size is going to be 10. Market buy, records it, and then this trade is worth 5 pips. So I'm going to go to right click, modify. 5 pips is 50 points. I click the little blue button, it does the math. And this trade, because of its accuracy, we can use a 4-to-1 stop loss. And I want to make sure I get the full 5 pips. So we got in at 0.65509. So I want to go to 0.65559. Get my full 5 pips. Click modify, and then I just want to make sure I see the stop loss. So we took a buy on the Canadian dollar Swiss franc with a take profit of 0.56559, 0.56559, a stop loss of 0.56304. 0.56304. I expect this trade to close within the hour. What happens when this is at 0 and the red line is below here? It's like pulling a rubber band. And when the clock changes and a new candle comes up, it's let go and there's a little snap. And that little snap will generate kind of a 5 pip move. So now some traders on this will wait until the clock actually changes. They'll wait till the top of the hour, and they'll want to see this number change by 1. So it would go from 0 to 1 something. So we'll wait a second and see what happens. While we're waiting, if you want to get good at anything, the best way to do that is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. Learn from somebody who's already done the learning. It's the most efficient, most effective way, even if you've got to pay, and you have to pay with us. The question is, how quickly can you recover your investment? If you can recover your investment in under a year, realistically, that's a good place to put your money. And we think we'll be able to show you that you'll be able to do that if you want to learn to trade. Now, if you want to just make a nice return, you can make a nice return just copying the trades that we give you. So let's see what happens here. We got 1 more minute left. Now, we're never going to catch it on the high and the low. So it's continued to go down a little bit while we've been talking, but it has to go quite a ways before we end up getting stopped out, and it hasn't been down here in a while. So I think we're okay on that frame. So I want to just see what happens. If this doesn't change by 1, that just means it's going to take 2 or 3 hours for it to bounce back. In fact, we can see here that this was overbought or oversold. This was at 0 last hour. So it's been at 0 the last 2 hours. But last hour, the red line didn't quite go down past this red line. It would have been just touching, and we want it to be past it. All right, so now it jumped by one, just a little less than one. So this may take a couple hours. We wanted this to jump by a full one. So there's still a little bit, and 1 to 2 hours. This will come back, and we'll get this. All right, have a great morning, and we'll see you again around 10:30. All right, bye-bye.